What's up, guys? Thought I would try aluminum MIG welding. I've never ever welded aluminum before, and thought I'd give it a try. But yeah, aluminum MIG. I mean, I've actually watched a lot of other videos on YouTube, and this is not a spool gun. Bought this from Summit Racing, and actually I'll show you a welder here in a couple seconds. It's an aluminum feed kit for a Lincoln 3200 HD welder, MIG welder. It works for a couple different kind of welders too. I can't run a spool gun with this welder. It was never designed to run a spool gun, so this was their option to weld aluminum. But let me show you the welder real quick. All right, there it is. It's a had this for probably 8 years. I don't know, maybe 10 years. I'm not sure. I got it at Home Depot. It was like $500. I got it for a Christmas present. Yeah, it's the 3200 HD, and I got a brand new bottle of 100% argon. So to weld aluminum, you need 100% argon. So usually when I weld steel, it's 75% argon, 25% CO2. But yeah, I guess I've only seen one other video online that actually is doing an aluminum push-pull. I don't know if it's called push-pull or what it's called, but I mean, most MIG welding you see is done with a spool gun, aluminum MIG. So I've never ever opened this up, so I don't know what's in here. It looks like it comes with a some 035 welding wire, aluminum, and it usually says what kind of gas you need on the front of it. At least my other ones do. My steel ones do. Specification. Well, this one doesn't. So normally, sometimes like the steel ones will show you what kind of what you need on it. What kind of gas to run. But looks like it comes with some kit, some welding tips here, and so I guess one of the things is that normally there's like a coil of wire inside the gun. So actually in this gun, you actually have like a little bit of it's like a coil wire in there, and I don't know if you can see the wire. I got to pull that wire out, I guess, and replace it with this thing. Alright, I guess we'll try that. Alright, cool, but yeah, that's hopefully I can throw some beads down here and see what happens with this thing. Either it's, I think the gas cost me about 30. I already had a tank already, so the gas was probably about $25, and this kit was about 62 plus shipping, so about $72 shipped. So it came with some tips, and I guess the inside, I guess, roller here is it's nylon versus the steel, because I guess it needs to be super slick, because aluminum wire, I guess, is really fragile. It wants to bend really easily, so you need to have something that's super slick internally, inside the actual welding wire there. But I guess another thing I read is that the typical steel wire roller doesn't have any teeth on it, so it won't be able to grab the aluminum wire. And I think this one, from everything that I read online, should have I don't know, I guess I was under the, well, there it is. So maybe it's, I'm not sure, maybe it's abrasive? I'm not sure. Well, I guess I'll find out when I put it together. But I thought it was supposed to be able to grab the wire a little bit better. But some instructions. Alright, well, I guess I'll get this going. Go through these real quick. Alright, well, let's get this going. Alright, cool. I have to move this gun. I already took out this little wing nut here for the thing, but I guess I have to take this out to replace the liner. Yeah, I mean, I wish this thing actually would have worked with a spool gun, because you know, if I have to switch between steel and aluminum, this is gonna be a nightmare. If I have to go through this every single time, change the roller out and change the liner. But I gotta figure out how to get this gun out so I can replace the liner. Alright. Once you get the set screw out, you just gotta pull hard on this front forward. I'm not gonna pull the wires off, the trigger wires that go up to here. This is the actual piece that I need to get out here. So there should be a little set screw right there. You can see that. And I should be able to get that out, hopefully, but we'll see here. Right. Once the set screw is released, it looks like this thing can just pull out pretty easily, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I can't tell if it's going to be locked up or not, but I think I just got to pull really hard. But yeah, it looks like it's going to come out. So, alright, so I'm going to get that out and then I'll do the next step. That's the new aluminum liner pulled out, and that's my original one right there. It's on the ground. And I'm going to see if I can feed this in there. Yeah, I'm just supposed to... Sorry, the garage is a mess. But yeah, I have an aluminum project in my next video that I'm going to be showing you. I have to do like a transmission pan modification. And it's one of my new aluminum ones to clear my drive shaft. But instead of paying somebody $50 or $100 to weld it, I'm just going to do try to do it myself and see if I can get a good seal on it. But so yeah, I should just be able to slide that in that tube there. And yeah, I can't really do this on video. Well, I'll try to get my tripod. Alright, so I should be able to just go. Hope you can see that in the video. You can see that. Let's go. Slide it in just like that. And I have the gun cable here as straight as possible going out into the street right there. There we go. There we go. Cool. And then I gotta go set the set screw. Tighten it up. Right, so I have to do something with the tip, and I have to go back and figure that out. I don't know if I have to cut it, but I'm gonna read the instructions and try to figure it out. I'll come back. There'll be some trimming involved. I put the tip back on there on the assembly. I don't know if you can see that. You get a measure length there, but I want this to be snug and tight, so I have to trim this back, and this thing just spins off. It just unscrews off this liner here. So I have to cut this. They say free from burrs, and I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make it. Yeah, I mean like this right here. It's gonna have to be in there. So, all right. So I'm gonna have to pull this out, measure it, and cut it out. At least try to make it as close as possible. Really sharp tool. This is actually pretty cool. I use this for cutting like hoses and other things. It's like a Craftsman tool, but it's a razor blade. So it's a really nice cutter for cutting really good sharp angles. So I'm gonna cut this off and get going. I cut just this little piece off here, and I should just be able to slide that in there and use the set screw and clamp it down. So I'll do that right now. Place that roller right there. This thing actually pops up this little cable holder here, so I already have the set screw going up on this the other roller. Hopefully this is the same Allen size here. Oh shit. Move that a little bit over. Like this roller hasn't been taken off in 10 years. There we go. Cool, it came off. And it looks like there's like a little notch in the wheel there. Trying to get a better angle here for you. Alright, that just comes right off. And this one goes on. Oops. There we go. Okay, make sure it's tight. pain in the ass. Hard to do this with one camera here. There we go. Just want to make sure it's snug. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put the wing nut back on there and put this cable back in there and get the wire wired up here. Yeah, I just know aluminum is super soft, so I gotta be super careful here. Alright, I just want to get this aluminum wire on here, and I think I need to align this feed roller up once I get the aluminum in there, because it didn't look like it was you know, actually even there. So okay, where'd that one go? Let's see. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get this nice and clean wire. I'm going to feed it through. But I just want to make sure this thing is like, when the wire comes out, it's right on that roller head right there. It's like perfectly even, because like I said, aluminum is so soft that any sort of obstruction can coil bind this or bind it up or get it jacked up. So let me get this going here. I don't know if you can see that, but that wire coming out right there. The wire coming out right there. You see the roller is not exactly aligned. I'm going to move that. Well, it might be kind of lined up. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. Well, it's hard to get the camera, so I'm gonna get the wire in there. Got in there aligned. I had to get this this roll right there. I wanted this exactly lined up with the little roller tip there. But yeah, I guess the difference between the steel one, it has those little grips on there, little grooves on there to grab the steel. But all right, I think I got all the mechanical stuff done there. I guess there's some. I don't know if that's even for aluminum here or not. Alright, well, I guess we'll fire this up. I'm not going to be able to get this, they want you, when you feed this or when you're welding, to keep the gun wire as straight as possible, because any sort of binding can mess up the wire, so, you know, block the wire. So I'm not going to be able to show you, I guess, because I have to keep that straight and hold the gun. So I guess you guys won't be able to see the feeding of this thing. Oh yeah, I gotta try to clamp that back on. So I gotta feed the wire through the gun to have it come out the tip. Alright, cool. I don't know if you guys can hear the welder in the back over there, but it's I guess I'll know in a couple minutes or a couple seconds here if it comes out the tip. Trying to keep this as straight as possible. Yeah, it sucks I can't go back there and I can't see it feeding. With the steel, it's not that big of an issue, you know, because it won't bind up, but I feel vibration coming up the tube. I think it's I don't know. Oh, that. Ah, there it is. Aluminum wire. Alright. Cool. So I gotta put it through here. And I'm gonna screw that back in there. Alright, cool. I have a little test piece of aluminum here. It's a little piece of diamond plate that I had. I literally don't have. I have no clue what's gonna happen here. I've never welded aluminum. So I have some argon on and shit, hopefully this thing doesn't blow up. I have no idea what's going to happen right now. Actually, I got to turn the welder on. Alright, so I have a mask on here. Let's see here. So I know they said you should push it, keep it as vertical as possible. I kind of have some wind right now. I'm going to trim that off real. Alright, trim this off a little bit. Alright. So, welder's on, running. So I'm supposed to keep this about 3/4 of an inch away. And I don't have any protective gear on, so hopefully this doesn't blow up on me. But do a quick little beat and see what happens. I have it kind of on high heat right now, so it might put a hole through the aluminum. I have no idea. Alright. So. I'm wearing thongs and a fucking hot piece of metal on my toe. I don't know. Doesn't look like I'm getting very good penetration there, so I might slow down the wire feed and see what happens real quick. Alright, try this again. Wow, it's like you can see it like that's a trip. Yeah, I think I need to go faster. And now it's not feeding. Alright. So I'm gonna keep on playing with this, see if I can get a good bead. Alright guys, kind of making a mess here.
You making a mess?
Yeah, I'm making a mess with the aluminum. Alright, yeah, I'm kind of melting it, but back up, dude, I don't want you to get hurt here.
Hey, Day!
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, you can see when it gets too hot.
What's going on here, Day?
It's getting a matter of practicing, getting used to the settings, and
Day, what's going on here, Day?
we're welding some aluminum, dude.
What?
Alright, guys. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's only a $500 welder, so we'll see. Alright, cool. I guess I'll have to figure this out. I don't know. So if you guys have any tips and tricks, let me know. Leave some comments, I guess. But yeah, I better learn how to weld before I start actually doing production work there, because I don't want to fuck up my expensive transmission pan. Alright, cool. Right.